Well, this blows. After 21 years of operating, Rooster Teeth is apparently shutting its doors. This decision came from the parent company Warner Brothers Discovery in what seems to have been a pretty much overnight decision. Based off just various tweets or posts I've seen online, it seems like this decision wasn't really something that people were notified of until the day it actually happened, which typically seems to happen anyway, but this also doesn't seem like much of a surprise to anyone that's been following Rooster Teeth over the last few years. This closure will also affect 150 different employees of the company, while Warner Brothers is apparently going to shop a bunch of the different projects that belong to Rooster Teeth, like Ruby, Red vs. Blue, to basically see if any other studios will bite and keep them. And it also seems like Rooster Teeth's podcast will stay open for the time being until Warner Brothers can figure out what to do with them or where they're actually going to sell them off to. But this news just also sucks, because Rooster Teeth, for me, as I was growing up, was a massive part of my childhood. I mean, I spent hours and hours of my life consuming Rooster Teeth content, whether that be Red vs. Blue, The Rage Quits by Mike, anything from Achievement Hunter, or when I got to, slowly out of high school into my 20s, I was watching and consuming every bit of Funhaus. I mean, no joke, there was a point in time that Rooster Teeth was an absolute juggernaut on the internet. They had Funhaus, they had Achievement Hunter, Kinda Funny, The Creatures, which became Couch Shop. They had so much different kinds of media for people to consume that they were basically unstoppable at one point in time. But then it seems like in the last few years, they've pretty much just completely fallen off and kind of diverted away from what made them actually consumable brands on the internet. And you can look up pretty much anywhere where people think Rooster Teeth kind of fell off, and that's a very subjective thing. This is just my own personal thoughts about this, but I feel like Rooster Teeth just kind of stuck to what made them popular years and years ago, being like 10 guys in an office when they were much bigger than that. And I think they also didn't do a very good job adapting to the fact that their viewer base was starting to kind of get older and kind of start to fall out of touch with the content they were putting out. And also there were so many different controversies. They had kind of fluctuating personalities throughout the years and people starting to leave, kind of more so like the 2018, 2019 range. Then at the end of the day, I think that was just one of the bigger contributing factors to Rooster Teeth shutting down. They had that weird rebrand, I think a year or two ago. But again, at the end of the day, the writing was pretty much on the wall and this was almost inevitable to happen, which is also unfortunate because it's a big part of my childhood and so many other people's childhoods now gone. But for me, I think the bigger sting in my heart is the fact that Funhaus will shut down. I adored Funhaus for so long. It was one of my favorite channels. It was one that I could basically consume every single day. It was basically like heroin to me. I loved watching Funhaus videos. They had such a great dynamic between the three guys. Then obviously the controversies happened, which kind of, I think, soured Funhaus for me. There were so many times where I went to PAX East just to see the Rooster Teeth booth and the Funhaus team, and they brought so many great memories to so many different people. Their videos at the time were so great, and it sucks. At the end of the day, it completely sucks to see this happen, and I hope everyone who worked at Rooster Teeth, the 150 people that are now out of a job, they find something that they can really succeed in. I really hope that things work out. I really, really do, especially for the people over at Funhaus that currently work there. I've tuned in and out over the years, but again, I really hope things work out for everyone involved. It sucks to see this happen, but again, for Rooster Teeth, it was almost inevitable to see this happen because over the years, the brand itself shifted focus away from what made it so successful. But the thing that kind of annoys me about this entire thing, it's just another property that Warner Brothers Discovery has just pretty much run over with a train with. They do not care at all. All these different projects that they're trying to sell off, if they don't sell off, they're just probably going to use them as tax write-off at the end of the day. Apparently there's still some sort of movie or project in the works that was carryover from Rooster Teeth, but they're probably going to work on it and then just call it a tax write-off, kind of like what they did with Batgirl. So to everyone at a higher level at Warner Brothers Discovery, fuck you. And I know this isn't a video I typically make, but I kind of wanted to just at least talk a little bit about Rooster Teeth. I do appreciate all the memories they gave us over the years, whether that be from Funhaus, Kinda Funny, Achievement Hunter, so on and so forth, Couch Shop. There's so many different memories that they gave us over the years that all I can do is say thank you, Rooster Teeth, for making my childhood just so great and so full of amazing content and memories. I'd also like to point out to anyone watching this that if there was any sort of media you consumed from Rooster Teeth that you really enjoyed, whether that be Funhaus, Kinda Funny, Couch Shop, or Achievement Hunter that still exists on those channels, I would probably try to get them somehow, download them or something, because I would probably imagine they're going to end up deleting all the videos on those channels or privating them or whatever before it looks like Machinima's page. But I'd like to know what you have to say in the comments section below. What do you think of the Rooster Teeth shutdown? Do you think it was inevitable? Are you sad about this? What were your favorite memories from Rooster Teeth? And I'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, great. Maybe consider leaving a like. If you didn't, well, it actually does get better. I just wanted to at least talk about this. So again, yeah, I love you. Thanks for watching, and well, Bye.
He's got 5 listeners, though.
He's got 14 Scrabbles. I don't know what that means.
Trade in those Scrabbles for prizes.
What the fuck are Scrabbles?